Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I have another perfume review for you. This time around I have a set from Commodity Perfumes. Let's go right into it. So, this is the packaging. It has that type of texture that is very pleasant to the touch. It's that velvety type of paper. But yes, all the perfumes come inside. So this is it. So the names are very interesting. It starts with milk, and then paper, and then moss, and then velvet, and then gold, and book. So let's start with the first one. So the first scent that I am going to speak about is milk. So milk, as the name indicates, should smell like a milky type of perfume. I actually really liked it at first, but then it was not my type of scent. So each perfume comes with its own paper. So it has the name of each perfume, and you can obviously spray it and smell it. And there's also this leaflet where you can see all the notes for the perfumes. And this is the expressive line. These perfumes exist in 3 different options. So there is the close one, so the perfumes would be closer to the skin, and there is the expressive one, which is the one that I have, and there's the bold one, which is obviously the one with the most scent and projection and stuff like that. So here you can see that milk includes notes like cold milk, skin musk, tonka bean, warm marshmallow, and mahogany wood. So as I mentioned, I like this perfume very much at first. When I first smell it, let me just spray it again. So it smells very milky, yes. It smells very milky, and it is a sweet type of perfume, as you may imagine. But it includes mahogany wood, and mahogany wood for me is not a note that I can handle well. It is very heavy, and if the perfume has that type of note, I mean, it can be an amazing type of perfume, but I will always feel that note, and it is just too heavy for me. I'm the type of person that needs to I mean, I can smell my perfume on me, but if it is a smell that I have always present with me, you know, like the type of scent that you even feel in your mouth, is no good for me. I feel kind of nauseous. So again, I really like this perfume as an opening, but then it's just no good for me. It is very unfortunate, as I like the idea of milky perfume, but yeah, this time it's not for me. I do have a surprise though, because this perfume inspired me to look for different perfumes that would be similar, and I found one really good. So stay tuned for the surprise at the end. But yes, I would recommend to purchase this perfume if you like sweet perfumes that are very very well developed, because this perfume none of this perfumes is simple. It seems like a very good elaborate perfume, but this one, yes, so milk is not for me, but still a very good perfume. Let's go to the next one. So the next perfume that we have here is called Paper. And when I read the notes for this perfume, I thought that this is going to be my favorite. And I would say it is a great scent, but there's a but. Let's just go quickly through the notes. So it includes top notes of ISO, and also ISO is super, and the middle note is sandalwood, and the base note is cedarwood. So this is supposed to be something very woody, very close to the skin as well, even if it in the bold version. So I read on the website, and expressive version and bold version has the same type of percentages in the notes, which means that the scent should be the same. I don't know if the bold would be better, but this one, so Paper, it has an amazing scent, but it disappears immediately. So it would just smell like fresh type of paper. I mean, it is amazing. When you just spray it and smell it, it's amazing. For me, the scent-wise, this is my favorite, for sure. There's no doubt about it. But unfortunately, as I mentioned, for me, it doesn't smell anymore. Doesn't smell like anything anymore. It smells like clean paper. And yes, so clean paper. I mean, obviously, it is an amazing ordeal, you know, to even be able to reproduce that type of scent. But on the other hand, I mean, even when I spray it on myself directly, so it doesn't smell like anything. So it is disappointing, because I thought that it would be a little bit like the It's Not a Perfume from Juliet Has a Gun. I love that perfume, and it only has one note, and yes, I mean, it only has one note, but works great in terms of scent. But not this one. So I don't know if the bold version would be better in terms of feeling the scent or not. I don't know. I'm still hesitant to buy because there is a dry set for specific lines. So if you want to try specifically paper for all versions, so close one, expressive one, and bold one, there's a set of 3 that you can purchase. It's a really understandable price and you can try it. So I am hesitant to try and buy paper again, just to feel it how it would be in bold version, you know. But yes, it smells like paper. I mean, it is a scent, but I do feel like that it wouldn't smell like anything. I actually asked my cousin to see if she felt something, and she sprayed it on her skin and she said that she didn't smell anything at all. So from the first spray and spraying on her, she said that she felt like it was just water that dried, and that's it. And I mean, yes, it has a scent. It has a scent, but it's very, very subtle. It's so subtle that even me, the person who enjoys really subtle scents, I don't think it's worth it for the price, because yeah, I mean, it really does not smell. So yes, if you want something very, very subtle that would smell like clean piece of paper, I definitely recommend checking it out. I may purchase the set for paper and see how it works in the bold version, because I really like the starting point of this. But as I mentioned, if you like a bit, I mean, when you buy something that says express and then the perfume is like that, so very close, and then disappears, it can be a little bit, you know, disappointing. So yes, this is paper. Let's go to the next one. So, next perfume that we got here is called Moss. This one surprised me, to be honest. I liked it more than I expected. It isn't my favorite though in terms of how it feels on the skin. My favorite is coming up next from the whole set. So yes, this was a surprise, and yes, let me just read the notes for you. So Moss has a top note of grapefruit and bergamot, and then the middle note is petite grain and orange blossom, and finally the base note is cedarwood and oak moss. So it does include cedarwood as well. And if you know the clove perfumes, some of them include moss, the oak moss. So that type of scent is similar to those perfumes. If you like them, I think this is a bit more, maybe a bit more niche version. Let me spray it again here. And the opening is very mossy, and it is also very orange blossomy. So it smells a little bit like a cologne at first. It reminds me at first of one of the perfumes from Zara and Jo Malone collaboration. I'm not sure which one, but there are two there. I think it's Amalfi Sunset or something. But they smell like this. also the type of cologne type of scent, and yes, so orange blossom. I think it's a very strong type of perfume note, which means that it is going to be felt, you know, either way. But the thing is, it goes away. So it goes away, and the scent that you stay with is a bit more cedar woody, if that's a word. So a bit more cedar woody, and yes, and mossy. So I like that. I like that scent. So the initial scent is really good, obviously, but the next phase, so the dried scent, and also how it feels on my skin with my chemistry, is a really good type of scent. So I like this one. It was a surprise for me because, again, not always I like those cologne type of scents. I mean, it smells fresh and nice, obviously, but for certain reasons, sometimes it smells like something masculine for me. Again, most people, some people do that separation, you know, perfumes being masculine or feminine. For me, even milk perfume, you know, the one with the mahogany wood, I thought mahogany wood for me always feels like a masculine type of note. I don't know why, because it is so strong and present, I guess. I have no idea. But yes, so okay, this now arrived to that type of scent that I like. So it's easygoing, woody, you know, complex, and mossy as well. So this one, again, as I mentioned, was a good surprise. I liked it. But yes, if I had to buy one, I would buy the next one. So let's go there. Okay, so we arrived at the favorite. And the favorite is velvet. So this was another surprise because the notes here are very strong, and when I say strong, obviously they are strong in terms of what I consider notes that I need to avoid sometimes, because some strong notes give me headache, as I mentioned already, with mahogany wood, and sometimes tonka bean, patchouli, rose, lavender, you know, all of that jazz. But in this case, the notes are very strong, as I mentioned. So the starting notes are roasted almonds and coconut water. The middle notes are rose petals and vanilla beans. And the base notes are white birch and amber. So this is an ambery and almondy perfume. I used to think, I even bought several perfumes with almond note, because I thought that I love pastry with almond, you know, anything that smells like I don't know, some type of almond cookies and stuff like that. I mean, I love that. Who doesn't really? So I thought that I would love that type of, you know, type of scent, delicious, but it wasn't the case. And when I saw that this perfume includes the note of almond, I thought that it would not be for me, but it And it was a great surprise because, first of all, it smells like bubblegum. I don't know if it is relatable, but I'm a 90s child, and in the 90s we didn't have, many options for chewing gum. So this scent reminds me of that type of old chewing gum that was squared white one. It was wrapped in the paper. Usually it had some type of drawing as well inside. So it was kind of really plasticky, and again, that type of flavor. It was sweet, but it was a plasticky sweet, This perfume smells like that. It is ridiculous. I know many of you may say, like, what type of description is that? But it smells exactly like that type of chewing gum. So it was a very nice surprise because it starts very strong scented, and I thought that I wouldn't like it because, again, it includes almond and some other woody notes. Amber as well is a very strong note, but again, as it dries, it turns in that powdery type of smell. It just smells amazing for me, and on my skin it mixes with the chemistry of my skin, and it turns into this pleasant, sweet, but not too sweet. The plasticky thing is not really there. It's just an expression, It's sweet, but not too sweet. Very balanced, very complex. I would say that this perfume feels the most like a niche perfume from all of them. It means that it feels like the most distinct one. It's very unique, very unique. So that's why I liked it the most, and obviously this is a surprising favorite, I would say, because I thought that I would like milk or paper much more, or even the next one, but this one I like the most on my skin. it smells like gold, you know. I would expect this type of scent from gold. It smells like a freshly opened treasure box, you know. I do watch too many adventure movies, so excuse me for that type of metaphor, but it's very fancy type of scent. I think that this one is the one that smells the most expensive, I would say, next to velvet as well. That one also feels very niche and expensive. But this one, this smells like amber, and it smells like musk. I don't feel vanilla, and I don't feel sandalwood that much, unfortunately. Sandalwood is my favorite note, but it is lost here. And the combination, again, on paper smells amazing, but on my skin it didn't, so it was very unfortunate for me because I love the smell and I thought that okay, I'm going to definitely think about buying this perfume because it's very unique. It is not it is not sweet or anything. It feels very unisex, you know. Anyone could wear it and you know, just go with it. But yes, it didn't work for me, unfortunately. Now that I feel it again on the paper, I feel like maybe I should try it again, but I already know that it doesn't work on my skin. So I would definitely recommend trying this if you like amber perfumes and that type of golden warm type of feeling. So definitely that is a great type of scent that they have created, but it's not for me. So let's just go with what we have to work, you know. But still an amazing perfume. On paper, this is my favorite. On skin, not. Do try it on skin if you think about buying this. Now let's go to the next one. So this is the last one, and it is called Book. So Book should smell like paper as well. I thought that it would smell similar, but it doesn't. It smells like an old bookshop, you know. If you ever been into one of those bookshops that have a lot of you know, maybe pre-owned books or just, you know, old bookstore with old type of paper. So this smells like that, or so I would think, but it has a very curious type of scent which I'm going to mention. But the notes here are eucalyptus, bergamot, amyris, cedarwood, amber as middle, and then finally sandalwood, vetiver, and musk as base. So eucalyptus and bergamot, I mean, it's a very fancy type of combination, I would say. And I say fancy because I don't know if I have ever tried a perfume that would have an eucalyptus type of note. Anyway, let me just spray it again to refresh my memory. I can already feel it. This smells like, you all can laugh, but I'm from Eastern Europe, and growing up my smells fresh.